Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Releasists Podcast. What's poppin'?
Hello.
Releases are popping. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah.
Indeed. So, we are your hosts. I am Synchrochamp. On that side of me, I put it at the camera. That side of me is Buckyo, and below me is Grayson E. James, and we're here to cover what is releasing.
Messed up. This is messed up because on my screen, that is you just said the reverse.
It doesn't matter what's on your screen. What matters is what's on their screen.
I know.
I'm looking at OBS, which is what my stream sees. It's not even what I see, Grayson. It doesn't matter what we see. It's all good. Okay.
I can't see anything.
Exactly.
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
Whoa, guys! No, unseeing play. Yeah, unseeing playthrough, please.
Anyway.
No blind playthrough.
Anyway.
Anyway,
things have been releasing. Things are picking up a little bit as we get into the new year, which is exciting.
Which is odd.
Why?
Because this is supposed to be like a dry zone. Like traditionally, this month is just dead for games.
Sometimes.
January? No, because we get all the holiday releases, and then quarter one is like usually not that poppin'.
Well, yeah, but you get that like initial drought, and then things pick up, and there's like we're in the slowly picking up phase. Like it's not booming, but we're slowly getting there. You know.
I think that we just get the announcements, and until then, we start getting like the games and everything.
I mean,
that's probably like the dry.
I think it's pretty poppin' though. That's the thing. I don't even think we're building up. I think like we are getting popped.
We're getting popped.
Yeah, things are popping.
What does that mean?
It's not even like.
Oh, I get what you mean. Like things are popping. What do you mean we're getting popped? Are so it's like a drive-by shooting?
Like,
is that what you mean? Is that like all like the game industry just shooting us with announcements and everything?
You guys like video games?
I do like
let's talk about some of those. Let's talk about some of those.
What video games are releasing, guys? What do you guys think is exciting?
I got a big one for the collectors. It's definitely niche, but it's big. Today, I think Scott Pilgrim vs. the World video game got released on Switch and PlayStation, I think. And pre-orders for the limited run physical edition go live tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, that game is huge. I'm not sure if you guys know. Do you guys know anything about it before I keep going?
Honestly, I've heard some stuff about it. I've seen memes about the movie.
Yeah, I've seen the cover art of the game. That's about it.
I haven't been playing it at all.
All right, so I'm gonna bastardize the backstory to this, but essentially this game came out either for GameCube or PS2 or something like that, and it was like really well received.
I heard it was the PS3.
Maybe it was PS3. What it came out on is like not the key part of the story, but like it came out on one of the older generations. And like it was a pretty well-loved game. Scott Pilgrim was like really big, cult classic, all that stuff. But the license, there was either a licensing conflict or the license just ran out and wasn't renewed. So it went from getting published to just like cut off, dry. So no more copies were being made, which made it very collectible. And this is the first time it's come back on new systems, never mind like in a physical copy. So the fact it's getting a limited run release is like enormous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw the movie and didn't like it, but the game looks good.
So Grayson, do you know a little bit more about Scott Pilgrim? Because if you do, can you tell me all about him? Because you're saying he's iconic. Well, just like why do people like him in general? Because I'm actually kind of curious. Why do people really like him?
Have you seen the movie at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So the movie is about a man, right, played by Michael Cera in the film, that is interested in romantically engaging with a lady, right? And to get with this lady, he has to defeat in combat 7 of her ex-boyfriends. Or ex-lovers, to correct myself.
Wait, he has to fight 7 ex-boyfriends?
7 ex-lovers, yes. Exactly.
And this is a movie?
Well, it started as like a comic? A visual... What's the word? A graphic novel?
Yeah.
And then it was made into a movie, and and it's like a huge like cult hit movie, basically. And it's filmed in Toronto, which is just cool for us
hell
Canadian
yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like any movie that becomes a cult classic. Like, what was that one where the girl has sex with the fish?
Oh, okay.
What was that one? That was like a big movie.
You're making it up. I don't know. This is
Well,
bullshit.
Come
what
on.
you were here, huh?
Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on.
I do not know what you're talking.
Hold
I
on.
have zero clue.
Girl
The Megalodon? I don't know.
loves fish.
Shape of Water?
Movie. That's the one.
Thanks, Kevin.
Water?
Shout out to Kevin in chat for that.
Oh, wait. Is that
And
one
you
movie where
guys
like a girl
know
goes
what
up to
I'm
like a
talking
water
about.
tank and there's a guy there, but it's like he's a fish, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I love you."
Yeah, she's like the movie starts out
basically-
with her being lonely.
Oh,
And it's like, and then she finds him in like a research lab.
Yeah.
And it's
All
like,
you had to say was the movie with the fish penis, but that's not what you said.
how would that make it any better?
Because that one I would have got.
You- The man
I'm
with
not
the
even
gills,
kidding.
but also with genitals. Oh, I get
Yeah.
it now. That's the
Exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
That's the key features that you remember.
But
Not
it
the
was
fact
weird
that they
because
just went little. They made sushi together.
Yeah, just that they like full on showed fish dick in that film and didn't care. That's ballsy. That's
Wow.
penisy, in fact. I don't know what to tell you.
yo, I love fish sticks.
I suddenly don't like being here anymore.
The last episode of the podcast. Let's go. Anyway, yeah, it's the point is it's a like cult classic. Like sometimes these things aren't really explained. The fact of the matter is it has a big audience,
Okay.
of very very dedicated followers. So I'm even considering picking up the physical copy just to have it
Own
in the
it?
collection. Yeah,
It looks
I
like
also like the beat 'em up game style. So like, I'm
yeah, I
down
was
for
just
that.
about to ask you what it played like, but yeah, it looks like a very classic side scroller beat 'em up type thing, which
Yeah.
is, you know, something I honestly haven't played since like the fucking Game Boy, so like I might be
Yeah.
interested.
I played River
Yeah.
City Girls, which I got because attractive women in a beat 'em up. Like, why wouldn't I? But yeah, man. Fuck, I'm down to play some Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, doesn't look bad by any stretch. Bucky, what's your big deal release?
Actually, you know what? I've been going first and second the past couple times. Why don't you go second? Because I kind of want to
Yeah.
leave mine for last.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
pretty big one.
tired. I'm tired of
fine.
you taking control and an assertive role in this podcast.
You know,
Bucky's
I'm just
got it right.
rolling with it. You know, I'm just rolling with it. Okay, I just chilling here. You know, why you gotta attack me like that? But literally 5 minutes before we started, I watched the Batwoman Season 2 trailer to get like a feel for what that's gonna be like because that comes
Ooh,
out in a couple
dude.
days.
What? Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see anything about it.
That's why we're here, my friend. Watch the
Wow,
podcast to
We
find
can
out.
talk all about it.
Yo, dude, I'm gonna have to watch our podcast.
Yeah. But, oh man. But yeah, it's there's a new actress playing Batwoman, different character, not Kate Kane. Very
This
key
is the
detail.
character that doesn't exist in the comics, right?
I actually do not know. I didn't look that far into it.
Okay, so that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
I'm not sure. I thought it was based off a comic book character, but like we'll correct ourselves in the future, maybe. But yeah, so there's a new character. Everyone else is the same characters, which includes, you know, Kate Kane's dad, Kate Kane's sister, Kate Kane's close friends, Kate Kane's love interest. So like being rapidly introduced to this new character, I feel might be a little bit jarring for what the season is going to try to do. But you know, I don't know. I'll have to watch it and find out. But I am interested in a very key detail that I picked up on in the trailer, and that is that this Batwoman may be very open to committing murder, which is, you know, a big bat no-no, as you may or may not know.
Oh, hold on. I got a question. It's very important.
Go.
Is this Batwoman also going to be a Lebanese?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because that was
They don't go into sexuality in the trailer, at least.
Yeah, because that's like a big point of that show, right? Was like, yo, we're gonna have a gay main character.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Gaming character.
Yep, that's what he said. Those are the words. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It could be good still. it could be a mistake. It's going to be different regardless, but you know, I very much enjoyed Ruby Rose. Murder could be super sick. I don't know.
More killing. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the Logan film and Deadpool did. It's good. They kill people.
Oh, dude, I got more news to add to my roundup. I forgot.
Oh.
Speaking of Deadpool, are you done with the Batman stuff? Because I just got like a quick anecdote that you guys might have more to add.
Yeah, go for it.
I saw a post from IGN saying that Deadpool is canonically being added to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I totally forgot about it until you mentioned Deadpool and Wolverine killing people, and I was like, oh wait, there's killing in MCU now.
Yeah, R-rated. Man, like I wasn't worried that they were gonna I knew that they were gonna do something with Deadpool because they own the character now. Whether it was he shows up in other shit randomly, whether it was like what, I didn't fucking know. Whether it was gonna be R-rated, that was what I was most worried about. So hearing that it is, and that Ryan Reynolds has like a lot of control in that film still, that's very like putting me at ease.
It's weird though because Deadpool showed up in like some of the kids' cartoons too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not like murder crazy.
Then again, some of the people who saw those kids' cartoons are probably old enough to actually see death.
Now, yeah, that's true. He hasn't been in the cartoons in a while, as far as I know.
Oh, he hasn't been for a while, but I mean, like, it's cool that he's being added to the MCU. I know that Disney's no stranger to showing off a little bit of death and murder. Avengers Endgame, for example, in the beginning, I don't think this is like considered like spoiler warning. It's been out for like a couple years right now.
I'll do spoiler finger anyway.
Okay, spoiler finger. Turn off. You know, if you haven't seen it, which how do you? Why are you flipping them off?
Spoiler finger. What do you mean?
Spoiler finger. Oh wow. Anyways, in the beginning of the film, they show off Thanos getting his head decapitated. And like they kind of get like a blurry, but still like a clear shot of it happening.
Yeah, it's very genuinely kind of gruesome.
Yeah, I mean, heck, with Star Wars, I mean, like The Last Jedi, and you can put your spoiler finger down because this has been out for a while, and I don't think anyone really liked The Last Jedi at this point.
Spoiler finger up. Spoiler finger up.
Okay, Jesus. In The Last Jedi, they showed off Snoke getting like slashed in half, and like they showed him like fall in half and a little bit of like the gore. But again, it was like a little bit far off screen. You only get to see it for like a minute. Mm-hmm. It's not like something where they show off the brutal nature of it, like Logan.
Yeah, you said Logan film and like deadness, and I went, Logan Paul has what to do with what we were talking? And then it clicked that you're talking about the film Logan, which is phenomenal, and yeah.
Listen, I hate forests, so let's not talk about them.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, lots of good news just right off the bat, man. Bat right off the bat.
Oh, God damn. That's horrendous.
I really hate this.
I didn't even realize what I was doing until it was done. So we all have lists of releases for this last week. I think I have like one or two that are more about like tomorrow, but Bucky.
Oh.
I want to hear your big fucking ass release.
I don't like what you're doing right there.
Yeah, your big release. Come
on. Christ.
Well, I can't even say big release without it being.
Yeah, I can't. Every time you say that, I'm like, oh, the big releases. And now I'm just gonna be thinking about you like mouthing that.
Release all over my face.
Guys, we're gonna big release for all these lovely viewers.
Oh, gross. Anyway,
there's probably kids watching this, man.
That's not true.
It's true.
My stream is marked 18A.
Yeah, my streams get a warning for adult content. So.
Oh, I should start putting a warning on my stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the Twitch settings.
Okay. I mean, besides that, all I'm doing is I'm just playing Doom, and I'm like having my chat play fart noises. So they just fart in my ear as I'm killing demons. But anyways, for the big releases, besides farts, I got two big things I want to talk about. One of them, I'm just going to start off the bat, that like resembles my profile picture. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
Bowser's Furry, I think, is more like it.
Okay, well, he's drenched in oil, so I think it's more
That's
Fury.
Also true. Is it oil or is it paint?
It's oil. It looks like oil. I don't know.
It could be paint.
Because
That's a good call.
Bowser Jr. has the paint. I think it's like a big homage to Sunshine.
Yeah, he has the paintbrush. But from the looks of it, like this Bowser. Wait, someone in the chat said furry Bowser drenched in oil. Oh, I'm not reading that. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
Don't bother.
You know what? Actually, this is actually a good thing to mention here, because when I saw the Bowser's Fury thing on Twitter, like trending like crazy, people were like throwing screenshots of it about how like fire and sick it looks. I was like, wow, this is so cool. I'm scrolling, and I see porn.
True,
I see porn
dude.
of this Bowser.
Me too, but I was searching on Rule 34 though, so.
Okay, well, you didn't have to disclose that information.
You get like Omega
you
Bowsette.
did that willingly. I mean, this is unwillingly.
Pog, Omega Bowsette.
Calamity
Bowsette, dude. Calamity Bowsette.
This is why I hate Twitter. And I saw Bowsette too. I saw it. This is what I hate about Twitter. Like one time I was on Twitter and I looked at something and was like, oh, cool, new Nintendo thing. Oh, let's see some screenshots. Oh, there's some cool art. Oh, this is cropped. There is porn. I'm at work. I open it up. I'm around coworkers. I can't open that anymore.
God bless Twitter.
No, it's disgusting. Anyways, besides all that, this is looking like really cool. I mean, I really like how they're adding this new DLC to 3D World, and this seems to be more like a sandbox styled DLC with like this open map. People are saying that it's very similar to how Odyssey is. Mm-hmm. And funny enough, actually, because 3D World, they did release like a desert map that was supposed to be like a sandbox, but Nintendo mainly like used it with I heard unused assets just to show off like the sandbox thing wouldn't work in 3D World. But from the looks of it, in this one, it seems as if like the camera is more centered a little bit lower, close to the ground, and like behind Mario, rather than like that fixed camera angle that 3D World has.
Yeah.
And the way that Mario is able to transverse all around the environment, the amount of things in that map that has cat ears.
Nico knee, am I right, boys?
No, I'm gonna break your Nico knees if you say that again.
As long as your hands around my Nico neck.
Oh Jesus. I can't say anything back to this man because he just turns it around. He just turns it around on me.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
I hate this.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Anyways, can we get back to talking furries, please?
Anyways, there's birds. There's prawn plants with ears, cat ears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Apparently, there was like a cover of Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U that had Mario with like actual fur on the cover, so you can like stroke his belly. I don't know why.
Oh, Mario, you middle-aged.
But either way, that's the funny part. This is a middle-aged man in the cat suit. And
he's actually canonically 20, I think, but he's not totally that. Come on.
Yeah, he's not Ash. He ages. That man's 35, at least.
He's probably 40. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Like, I never really played 3D World, but this looks really cool because in part that this DLC looks very similar to Super Mario Odyssey due to like picking up one of those cat shines and how Mario does that little spin animation. He's partnered with Bowser Jr. That's interesting. That kind of reminds me of Origami King, actually. And this time around, Bowser, he's just like this menacing figure that's like dripped in oil or something. And he's coming out from the earth. And instead, he didn't kidnap Princess Peach. He's just straight up killing Mario.
Yeah,
he
he's
wants
like
to kill
menacing.
Mario.
He's actually spooky.
Yeah, he looks amazing. There's Super Saiyan Cat Mario. I always laugh every time I see gameplay of Cat Mario where he's moving around. Meow.
Yeah,
it just makes
really
me
weird.
I just can't get over that.
It's very silly.
Because like he'll jump and he'd be like, meow. Something about like Charles Martinet going really close to the microphone just to say meow makes me laugh. It reminds me of that one little video of like a man screaming at an egg. Meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
We all saw the trailer, right? We all saw the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I'm excited. I'm actually gonna buy the game. Might even be like maybe a day one buy. I don't know.
Might be a day one buy for me. I really like how instead of Nintendo just straight up porting these games, they're actually adding some nice content to it. But from the looks of it, they're actually really expanding this content. Before, it was just like a couple like new features, new like cosmetic items or new game modes, or just like a couple like little levels that were like they didn't add much, but there was something.
Funky new
But
mode.
Yeah, new funky mode.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing actually. Funky
And
mode.
Knuckles. And Knuckles.
And
Knuckles. But for them to go out of the way to sort of like recreate an entire map where you could transverse around it, do a bunch of other things, and then just like implement like a new story to it to the point where you're fighting this like. Apparently, this was disconfirmed. This was deconfirmed, but people were saying that like the name was the God Slayer Bowser.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm still sticking to that name, by the way. But like this Bowser, flamey hair, he's like massive, and he's just like causing mayhem on the island. And Mario just turns into like the Super Saiyan cat, and he gets massive, and it's like two titans meet, and they're fighting each other. Like this is crazy for a DLC. This is looking to be maybe like a couple hours. I want to say 2 hours worth of game time, but it's really cool how when they're porting these games, they're adding something of value, and it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger
Until you get a big release.
until you get a second game with the one game.
At least it's not, the All-Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Which it feels like this game honestly would have made a good addition for the All-Stars.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a shame that it wasn't a part of it.
Yeah,
I
think it
agree,
should have
actually.
been, but
I agree.
That's why I'm hesitant on being one of those like first day one buyers, because like I own 3D All Stars. Did I beat any of those games? Not a fucking shot.
I turned on Galaxy for like an hour. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I played 64. I got maybe like 25 stars, and that's it.
Yeah.
Probably never touched again. Who knows?
I got the
maybe when I'm
game
feeling
for
sunshine nostalgia.
yeah, I got the game for Christmas, and the only game I'm really playing on that most of the time is just Galaxy. I love the fact I can take that on the go, but I really dislike the fact that how Super Mario Sunshine is still 30 frames per second, how Super Mario 64 is not widescreen. So I hate it's just that one little like screen on the Switch. When in reality, you could just emulate the game so easily on your Switch if you have like the day one version, not the updated one where they made it like physically hard to mod it. But you could literally mod it to the point where you can make it run better and look better and have like the widescreen support on your Switch. So I'm happy to see that they're doing something really good with these ports and they're adding something of good value to it. But I'm also hoping that they keep that up and they don't try and like short sell ROMs in a glorified emulator that has the same issues that Dolphin, that emulator, has for anniversary dates.
I think that it's cool that we got Bowser's Fury. And I think it looks really good. And I only just now realized that I think it's really, really awful that they didn't include it in the All-Stars collection.
Yeah. Heck, they didn't even include Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, it feels really, really weird.
It's
because
weird.
This game, like you said, this Bowser's Fury is probably like 2 or 3 hours of content.
Yeah.
So it's just making me wonder, like, what is going on? And if they were crazy about money, they could have released the whole All-Star collection individually on cartridge, and people would have gone crazy for it. So I just don't understand why this wasn't a part of it.
No, absolutely.
It's the one that they felt nobody. Okay, there's a couple of reasons in my opinion, because nobody played it. It was on the Wii U. Nobody fucking owned one of those. And
that's why they're porting most of the Wii U titles now.
Exactly, and all of those have been $80, so they're just sticking with that trend, right? So like,
yeah,
Mario Kart 8, $80. Mario Maker 2, that's a new game, but like same fucking game,
same formula.
Yeah, like it's following that trend, and then at the same time, it's the one that they added content to, so they can, validate that they're charging an $80 price point for it. And they're I understand why they're doing it, but like, I just wish that they didn't, especially because like they announced them in the same fucking day. They were like, here's 3D All Stars, and then also here's that other 3D game that nobody played, so it doesn't count. Very simple.
I don't like it. At least we'll be able to play it on our Mario Switch, which is another release.
Yeah, that's right. A little red and blue Switch.
Looks really cool. I think it's the first one we got that it's been like a full colorized Switch.
It is.
Yeah.
Does it have the little like 35th anniversary text on it or no?
No, it's just red. Like,
Oh, really?
I've heard critiques of it that there's no branding for the 35th on it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is the Switch, but it seems to be disconnected from the 35 in terms of branding on the system itself.
Because I have a Nintendo DSi XL, and I got the it was like Christmas when I was like I can't remember, like 2011 or something, and I got it for Christmas, and it was like the 25th anniversary one. It had the like the text Super Mario 25th anniversary. It had like a star, a mushroom, a fire flower on it, and it looked really nice. And it came with Mario Kart. So it's a shame that they're kind of skipping out for the 35th anniversary to include a little bit of text signifying that, hey, this is the 35th anniversary Super Mario Switch version, and then bundle it with like something like 3D All Stars or Super Mario Odyssey. Only one can wish.
Yeah.
Nintendo does weird things, and it's
Very
like they could
much
have
true.
gone. They could have
Yeah,
just gone a little bit more of a step forward. I don't know. We also know that this game was supposed to come out last year, and the speculation is that the Mario Switch was supposed to as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which is worth noting because now I wonder if everything was moved forward or if we're getting extra content for this quarter because COVID kind of screwed up schedules. Because I'm very happy if we're getting extra stuff that was kind of like put off from last year this year. And then they're kind of in the flow of things now, and we're going to get the proper Zelda anniversary content, whatever that is. But I'll be disappointed if like that Zelda stuff is also pushed back. Like,
yeah.
I'm wondering what the effects are going to be.
Yeah, and that all depends on like the fucking structure of the company, and that's something we just won't know until they, release shit. We'll see. Yeah, but I'm gonna derail us back to television for a moment.
Okay, I got some TV stuff.
Yeah, my second like big hype TV announcement that's a little further down the road than Batwoman, which is why I didn't bring it up, is fucking Doom Patrol Season 2. And
Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Doom Patrol was a show on the attempted DC streaming service in the US that shut down like last year. And they had good shows like Titans and Doom Patrol and Harley Quinn, which was easily the best one.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
like,
all of those shows, the three that I mentioned, I believe were picked up by HBO Max for new seasons. So Doom Patrol is the most recent one to come out. I think it comes out on January 26th. It's got April Balby. I don't know how to say her name. But she's Candy from 2.5 Men, if you remember who that is. So yeah, that's like one of the more notable actors. It's got Brendan Fraser. It's got Alan Tudyk. It's got a fucking stacked cast. The show is incredible. It's just like think kind of Guardians of the Galaxy, but like not space and more, southern.
Wait! Brendan Fraser is in it?
Yeah, he plays Robot.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's sick.
Yo, Candy from 2.5 Men, dude.
I knew whose attention I was getting with that when I said that she was sitting there.
Yeah, okay, Brendan Fraser. That's the same guy that I know for The Mummy.
Yeah,
that's so good. I'm really happy he's back doing some movies again or shows.
Does she play, just out of curiosity? Is she reprising her role from 2.5 Men?
No, she's playing. She plays like think Elastigirl's power set, but she doesn't know how to control it. She turns into gelatin sometimes. That's her character.
That's
I'm stretchy.
Yeah, I'm stretchy, but also I'm falling apart now. Like all of them are kind of like their powers.
Monday
like,
mornings.
They're all their power sets are like really cool, but at the same time they fuck up my entire life, and that's the plot. And then you have Cyborg, who's like Cyborg.
My life's already fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, I was a football star. Oh, jeez.
I just followed April on Instagram.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you for this. I'm glad we did this podcast.
Me too, but for other reasons.
It's very educational.
Indeed.
I got a couple like small stuff to shout out about TV shows.
Go for it.
And if you guys like disagree with me about any of these, just like jump in. Carmen Sandiego season 4.
I disagree.
Watched... You think it's a big deal?
Oh no, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
he just disagrees that it's coming out. It's just not. It's not coming out.
Yeah, that's coming out.
I haven't heard anything about that.
It's really good. It's very Kim Possibly. I watched most of season 1, maybe even the whole thing. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm a busy guy. I don't have lots of time to watch tons of TV, but it was definitely really good. Oh, hold on a sec.
Chelsea's a fan.
There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a great show, and I would suggest like people watch it.
That's cool.
This is one that I don't think anybody here cares about, but might have something to say. Also, very cute domestic wave over to your girlfriend, Jake.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
about. Disenchanted Season 2, which has been forever in the making. Jesus Christ.
I think it's actually Season 3. I saw that too, but I was certain I'd seen the second season. So I'm pretty sure it's the third season of that show.
Are you confirming right now?
I looked it up earlier, and I'm 99% sure.
Okay, odd.
Disenchantment 2, eh?
Yeah, I really didn't like season 1 of that show. I really didn't like season 1. I thought it was really bad. So I hope it picks up.
I don't remember. I like the first season though, so I have bad taste. And you know, I don't know. It's fine. It's not like I don't think I finished the second season. But I don't remember. I'll have to double check my Netflix watched page.
All right, now I have a medium television release, and then like one that I think we'll have more to talk about. Marvel Legends is out.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen anything I haven't seen any episodes of it, but I'm assuming it's just like recaps from the older movies. Like, have you guys watched it?
Yeah, I've seen it. So I watched it with Chelsea because
we briefly touched about this on the last podcast, didn't we?
Yeah. So it is exactly a recap. They release. It looks like what they're gonna do is release recaps for characters that are showing up in the things that they're releasing as they continue. Because they released 2, one for Wanda, one for Vision. And we watched both of those to get Chelsea caught up because I asked her if she'd like remembered those characters, and she was like, no. I was like, cool, we'll watch them. They're like 5 and 7 minutes respectively. And they're literally just like trailers, but for the characters, and you just literally see like what they've done, and like they're not bad, but like if you remember, they're useless to you, right? So that's just to be expected going in.
I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, pretty much what we thought about. I didn't realize they were so short, but
yeah, they're very, very, very short.
That kind of led me up to talking about WandaVision, which I think comes out tomorrow.
It does.
Which I am so hyped for, dude. I've been hyped for this show since I saw the first images of it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to do the whole playing up genre stuff. Like every episode looks like it could be a different genre. Some mystery, like very dark themes from the trailers. I'm hype. I know that there have been reviews on the first couple episodes. Have you guys looked into that at all, or?
No, I haven't watched any of the trailers. That show I'm going in kind of blind on purpose.
Just I've seen Instagram trailers, very short. But yeah, I wish I had more to say about it because I'm so confident I'm gonna enjoy it. But because I've been staying kind of generally blind, I didn't read any of those reviews. Yeah, I'm just hyped for that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I've got a couple of small things to go over too, but Bucky, do you got anything that you wanna?
I got 2 big things that I think will fill the gap right now. Hold on. Let me just plug in my phone right here. Okay.
Fill this gap with your big things.
Okay. Jesus Christ, Grayson. This is what this whole stream is about. Like, what's releasing here? Anyway.
The pause, dude.
Never mind, go on.
Anyways, 2 big announcements, but I'm going to start them off bang, bang. Bethesda, they're going to be doing a new IP with Machine Games. Well, I mean, like, I won't really say a new IP, sorry, actually. But apparently it's going to be like a game that's going to be made off of a movie series. Do you know the studio Machine Games?
Nope.
Okay, well, Machine Games, they're notorious for making the Wolfenstein games, the Wolfenstein New Order, Colossus, Old Blood, and New Blood. Or was it Young Blood? I don't know. I didn't really play that one. But yeah, they've been really good with the Wolfenstein games. And recently, they announced that Machine Games will be making a new Indiana Jones game.
Yes, I did hear about
the new
this.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Like that's totally insane. Lucas Arts, or it's like Lucasfilms. I don't know which studio do they have anymore in the branding, but they're going to be collaborating with Machine, and they're going to be making an Indiana Jones styled game. And I think that's just absolutely insane, especially with Machine Games who've worked with the Wolfenstein games. I don't know exactly what else did they also work on, but I know that they did very well with the Wolfenstein games. So it's really cool that they're going to be working on the Indiana Jones games.
It's literally just Wolfenstein and then a game called Bakwa 2021. An Napalm Khmer, which I don't know. But yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah, like this is the only Indiana Jones game from Lego was just like notorious for taking movies and just making games out of them, making them cool, whimsical, and witty and such. I know they did that with recently with a new trilogy for Star Wars, but the fact that we're gonna have like a new IP and like the teaser trailer that we got, it looks like, you know, they're not skipping on anything. It's all 3D, full rendered. It might be perhaps a third-person game, perhaps it'll be a first-person game. You don't know what's gonna happen. Because if you know what Indiana Jones is, Indiana Jones is just a treasure hunter. You know, he walks around and it's Harrison Ford. He talks with like a low, grumbly voice. He's hunting treasure. He's fighting Nazis, which, oh, wow, that's actually kind of funny. Machine Games, doing another game with the Nazis included. Perhaps, maybe. But other than that, though, he's got a whip. He doesn't really use much of a gun. So I'm just wondering, like, how are they going to be doing this? Is this going to be like a perhaps like an open world puzzle style game with like some fighting? Is it going to be similar to like Uncharted or something?
I was just thinking that as you were talking.
Because
like a new Uncharted.
Yeah. Is this going to be competing with Uncharted? Because I know Uncharted is basically everything that I just mentioned here. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. You're hunting for treasure, but you're fighting pirates. But I'm really, really excited to see how are they going to make their own unique spin with this.
Yeah, as someone that's never played Uncharted, is that game like, I know the gist of what it is, but is it a like first person game or is it?
No, it's a third person game.
Okay, because I just feel like they're gonna lean into the studio's strengths that they chose, right? So they're probably gonna go first person action type game, whether it's with like it's going to be combat oriented probably, and exploration of course because it's Indiana Jones. What the fuck else is he going to do? So like I think those are the two key aspects that they have to really like key into, and I think that's probably why they picked the studio they did, is because they wanted to feel good to fight in, and also it's an Indiana Jones game, so they'll like lean into that exploration, which I think could be very sick. Like frankly, that could be dope.
I mean, like I said, how are they going to make it like their own unique spin? That just, you know, that's like circling around my head. If they're going to do a third or a first person, you just don't know. I don't know if they're going to bring back Harrison Ford to voice Indiana Jones. I know that Harrison Ford is doing another Indiana Jones film. There is another film confirmed, but we haven't heard anything else other than that. Harrison Ford, however, I know he didn't reprise his role as Han Solo in the latest Battlefront games. Hell, Harrison Ford hates Han Solo. Like there was an interview about it. Like someone asked him, and was like, "So, is Han Solo going to be a Force ghost? Is he going to come back?" And he's like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck's a ghost. Get the fuck out of my face." He just doesn't care. He asked to die in the movie, anyways. But I mean, perhaps he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe they could be doing like a whole like a spin of like choosing a different person that would be holding the hat. I know Crystal Skull. They had Shia LaBeouf. Both.
Shia LaBeouf. Dude,
yeah. I would love if Shia LaBeouf was the fucking main character of an Indiana Jones game for no reason.
That would be funny. I don't think they would really take that kind of spin on it, but
That'd
I
be
know they were
sick.
kind of leading on to that on that film that like Shia LaBeouf would be the next Indiana Jones. But I feel as if they're probably going to keep everything like traditional, standard Han Solo replica of Indiana Jones and a couple other characters, the femme fatale and either seas.
Yeah, you have to do that.
I think they might do that. It might be like a completely new original story because I can't see them making like a whole film and like a film adaptation of that and making it into a video game. They used to do that back in the early 2000s with most with most movies.
Was your other thing the Star Wars side of this?
Yeah, because you said Lucas Arts, and it was like Lucas Films or Electronic Arts.
Yes, sir. This is the other big one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is some really, really big news in terms of Star Wars games. So Ubisoft just announced that they're working on an open world Star Wars game, which means that the contract with EA and the rights to Star Wars is dead.
That it is.
I heard it's done in 2023 is the number I've heard.
Yeah, that means there's an end date.
Yes, that means that it's coming to an end.
So probably in between that, they're gonna probably release Jedi Fallen Order 2 because it's been confirmed that they are working on the sequel to it. Really good game, by the way.
So fucking incredible.
Oh yeah, man,
amazing
I love that
too,
game.
coming from EA. But that means the rights to EA it will be done. It will be gone. I don't know if Ubisoft will be holding the rights. I want to think and I want to believe that this will be like open to any studio to make a video game of Star Wars. Because I know when the acquisition for EA getting the rights to Star Wars completely halted and demolished every Star Wars project in the making. The original Star Wars Battlefront 3, the Star Wars 1313, where you were going to play as a bounty hunter in what appeared to be like, what was it, open world or something? It was supposed to be like really ambitious, but unfortunately they had to cut off development and production of it because of EA obtaining the rights. And what got me thinking is like EA, ever since they had the right, they made two Battlefront games. They made a Squadrons game, and then they made Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep.
I don't recall any other Star Wars IP they made. Two of which of those games, by the way, had very bad backlashes. There was Battlefront being very unfinished, and half the game you had to buy at full retail price again. And then Battlefront 2 introducing pay-to-win mechanics that had, I don't know if it was EA or DICE, but they have like the most downvoted comment on Reddit for saying that we want the player to earn the stuff.
Yeah. There are two other Star Wars games EA made.
Oh, what did they make?
Galaxy of Heroes, which looks like a mobile game of some variety.
That's a mobile game.
Yeah,
Star Wars, I remember that. There were like shards to like.
Yeah,
totally like used to play that game.
Yeah, it's like a hero collector type thing.
Yeah.
A gotcha game. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, and then the other one is Star Wars: The Old Republic, which is the MMO.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit different then.
Yeah, that's BioWare.
Didn't they also make Vader Immortal? Or is this a different studio? Because there was another Star Wars title that came out, and it was a VR.
I'll look it up.
So I don't know if EA also made that one too, but I mean, otherwise, like,
what is this?
Battlefront 2 has turned out to be really good, and when DICE have like completely stopped doing those pay-to-win stuff and loot boxes, and the live service was actually being really good, EA just cut production of it and just told them to halt their work and move on to Battlefield 6. So it's a little bit sad about that.
Yeah. EA's weird, man. Vader Immortal is made directly by Disney, so I don't think EA is involved.
That makes sense.
Thank you for telling me about this. I'm buying it right now.
Wait, what?
I don't know if that's actually available on PC.
It's a $12 Oculus game. I'm buying it.
Oh yeah. You don't play as Vader, by the way. You just play as like a guy.
I'm watching the trailer.
but yeah, like Battlefront 2, like I said, it had like a launch due to like the pay to win loot boxes and their PR statements about it. So now they did pretty well, and then EA just basically cut it off because they're not making any money off of it. Well, but also that and Fallen Order were the only two good games that EA released under the Star Wars title.
What about Squadrons?
Squadron's pretty good, but I'm gonna be no one's really talking about that at all.
It's more of a niche.
It actually. I played it myself. I was playing with the controller. I was playing with a couple other buddies. Doom community. We played it. It was nice. We were demolishing it, but other than that, it just felt like a rinse and repeat style game. Felt like Battlefront to me in a way. So it didn't feel like anything new.
Yeah, unfortunately. Our buddy Matt Grayson, he played it and he said the combat is like kind of pay to winny and at the same time, like if you're gonna play a game like that, you need to be really into like flight sim kind of shit, and you should be using a flight stick.
So, yeah. No, absolutely.
And that makes it more niche, in my opinion.
But no, I mean, like, what was it? There was actually another game that under EA was going to release, but Visceral Games. They were the same creators, the OG creators actually of the Dead Space franchise, as well as Battlefield Hardline, which didn't receive very well. They were developing what was it, a third-person open-world Star Wars title, and then they canceled it, used its assets for Fallen Order. So it's really cool that like now Ubisoft is picking this up. I don't think they're picking up like what Visceral Games left behind. I feel as if they're actually making their own new adaptation of like the Star Wars games. But it's really cool. At the end of the day, it's really cool that EA doesn't have the rights anymore. No more with their little like grubby fingers, or they're going to monetize and milk the crap out of this. Now there's going to be other studios, and I hope this is open to every other studio that can do whatever they want with it. They can make their own RPG version of it. They can make their own like Legends version of Star Wars.
Disney owns Star Wars, right?
Yes, yeah. Disney owns Star Wars. EA owned the licensing rights to make the games.
Yeah, and that's always a weird thing.
Yeah, it was held under EA, meaning nobody could do it. No one can make their own Star Wars games, which, like I said, the most ambitious game, 1313, that was a bounty hunter game, that got canceled due to EA holding the rights. They didn't finish it. They wouldn't let them finish it or pick it up. They just said cut it off. So that was sad. But it's awesome that now other studios with other goals and ideas in mind, they'll be able to share that and make their own adaptation of like a Star Wars games. Perhaps we could see a 1313, a bounty hunter Mandalorian style game, because the Mandalorian, it's now the show's popping. I'm sure that there's probably going to be somebody who wants to make a game of it by 2023 once the rights get like transferred over to like. I am hoping that Ubisoft doesn't own the rights exclusively. I'm hoping that everyone has the rights.
Nintendo Star Wars, let's go.
That'd be sick, man. But
oh boy.
Focusing on the Ubisoft one for just a moment here. What do you guys think that game will be? I know they said open world, and that's kind of like the big buzzword that they're using to describe it, which is a big one for Ubisoft in the past, especially. So I'm curious. Do you guys think it's gonna be like an Assassin's Creed style open world game or like a Far Cry style open world game? What do you guys think?
I think it would be open world in the sense of like Odyssey, but with space.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I know I've already mentioned it a couple times already, but I am hoping that it's gonna be a new version of 1313.
Yeah,
I can kind of see it because you just brought up the whole like Assassin's Creed style thing. If there was going to be like a Star Wars adaptation of perhaps Assassin's Creed without the whole assassination part, like being stealthy, more of being like agile and having equipment into like your disposal, I think a 1313 would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's very similar to what a Far Cry because I'm looking at what the studios made before, and they made Far Cry 3. Just Dance and Tom Clancy's The Division, and that's massive entertainment. In case you're interested. Or,
hopefully they make a Just Dance game, another Star Wars Just Dance.
Yes, indeed.
For another Splinter Cell.
No, but yeah, I think they'll lean into like that Mandalorian hype and probably release a Bounty Hunter game. And depending on whether it's good or not, we'll see how much
only
Ubisoft
one
style open worldness gets in.
Hype responsibly, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened last time?
Exactly.
Especially with CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, while we're talking Star Wars, though, I kind of wanted to introduce a very short, brief new segment where we talk about the free game that releases on Epic every week. And that this week happens to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that's fucking convenient for what we're talking about. Do you guys have any interest in playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 now that it's free?
Is this the OG one or the latest
no, it's
one?
the EA one.
I've played it so many times on the PS4.
Yeah,
and everything. Little disappointed about the story though.
I'm the kind of guy who, like, if it's inconvenient, you can barely give me a game for free, so like I'm not gonna touch it. Even though I really support Epic, like being a competitor to like Steam and everything. So like you guys should go get it, but like I'm not.
Yeah, and what I think is interesting about talking about it here is we can talk about like our position on whether or not the game is worth launching the client to get, which frankly sometimes it's not. I don't check every week even, so this will get me to, and then like mentally like note, am I gonna play this game or not? So we can
put the microtransactions back into that game, right?
No.
There are cosmetic loot boxes, from what I've seen. I don't know if you can buy them.
That's it. Most of the cosmetic loot boxes, like a plethora of it, is the clone troopers. There's like a whole bunch of those. Other than that, though, there's no more pay to win stuff. You kind of do have to do like a decent amount of grinding to actually level up the star cards. But even then, they're not as like ridiculously powerful as they were before.
Yeah.
That worth what he said. I guess. Yeah,
it's a better game. I've been on like a mega Star Wars grind lately. Like I've been thinking about going back and playing Fallen Order because like I just been taking in a lot of that kind of shit. Mandalorian's been fucking great. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna run around as a stormtrooper and stuff. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think going forward, if I remember at least to mention it every week, it'll help me download free games. So that's cool.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good segment to remind people that you can get games for free. And if you guys know of any games that are coming out for free, like the Twitch games, I don't know if you guys keep up with that. I check every once in a while, but those are pretty sick sometimes.
I mean, a certain company that does or may not do illegal things sells games for pretty cheap. You know what I mean?
That's not what I said.
It's almost free, dude. It's almost free. That Not that I would ever buy games off that site.
Also illegal.
Yeah.
Well, those sites not illegal, guys.
Okay.
Whether or not the sellers on the site are all up and up might be another story, but
I believe Project Winter is getting a console release. Do you guys know what Project Winter is?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's a project set in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's Christmas themed.
It's Christmas. Ho ho ho.
It is a how do I so think Among Us, but set in like a survival-y like setting.
Sort of thing?
No, because it's literally just you go with a group of people, you're like camping and you're trying to survive in the winter. So you're like you're crafting shit, you're like chopping trees, you're making food. And then there are two people that are imposters, quote unquote. And they're going around trying to sabotage the quote unquote crewmates. And just like their goal is literally to stop you from escaping, not necessarily to kill you. And there's like a bunch of interesting ways that you can go about doing that. It is social deduction.
It kind of reminds me of Unfortunate Spaceman.
Kind of, but I played that game, and that game is much more like The Thing. And I knew that's where you were going when you said that, and I don't think they're too similar. It's like a isometric top-down view. So like you're shooting, but like you have like the Diablo camera angle for whatever reason.
Oh,
the controls can be a little clunky, but it's a good game. That's for sure. I don't know how to play on a controller. I've never thought about that. That'll be weird. Another thing that came out for Netflix. This is a Netflix original television series. Okay, are you guys ready? I'm gonna blow your fucking minds.
I am ready. I'm excited.
I'm ready, Friday.
Fate: The Winx Saga.
What? Wait, Winx?
Yes.
The fairy thing?
Yeah, it's a live-action Winx show.
Oh, what the?
No.
Is it adult? Well, hold on. Is it adult though? Because if I remember Winx correctly, they had legs that went for miles. Dude.
I think they're teenagers, Grayson.
Oh shoot! I watched that show when I was like 6 years old. Sorry.
Yeah. I understand. I'm gonna look it up.
It's gonna get the Sabrina the Teenage Witch treatment. It's gonna be weird.
It's very weird. It's an upcoming young adult drama series inspired by the Nickelodeon animated series Winx Club. Yep, that's what I knew it was.
Right. Why don't we hear more details about the Cuphead show?
Dude, that show
doesn't exist.
It's pretty. Damn.
Like, I don't know, man. We haven't heard anything about that. We haven't even heard anything else.
Listen, I don't want to talk about Winx Club. I want to talk about Batman Soul of the Dragon.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
Did you see it? Did you watch it?
Did you watch it?
No.
Neither did I. I just saw it came out. We talked about it last week.
It did come out, and we did not see it, and we are bad at our jobs.
Yeah, I mean the cover art looked cool.
Batman with the soul of a dragon. I don't know.
I assume Richard Dragon is the villain in that, and I don't know. He was an Arrow villain. He was fine, but apparently he's good in the comics.
How much more do you guys have to talk about? Because I have 2 other things.
Shoot.
I'm dry.
You're dry? Okay.
I'm very low.
I'm still a little moist, but 2 other things. One's big, and one's not so big. So last week we talked about Switch leaks. There's just been like a few more speculation about what it could be. There is some evidence of like Nintendo playing around with a new Switch type console, where they just did like a ton of overclocking, experimented with 4K. People don't really know what to expect. There was some new information that came out. I can't remember what it was because like it was just pretty much more speculation on what happened last time. People thinking that maybe the new dock will be able to provide stuff to the new Switches more, instead of like the new Switch, whatever that may be, being like totally independent. Like maybe it'll be the dock that does the heavy lifting, stuff like that. Yeah, that's really it. But staying in the vein of Nintendo after that, we got Pokemon Snap stuff and a release date. Pokemon Snap got a release date for the 30th of April.
Wow.
And looking at the trailer, the game looks pretty good. Like aesthetically, it looks very pretty. But it is like a rail camera game, so like there's not much else to talk about.
Much like how the Nintendo 64 version was, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks promising. I'll probably pick it up.
So what do you do? Because I actually never played Pokemon Snap.
Any of them. You snap.
You take pictures of them, and then you get secret interactions. So,
yeah, see Pikachu choking on an apple and just take pictures.
Choking on an apple?
Oh, he's so cute.
That's Snorlax talks about big releases. You know.
Oh goodness, dude! No. Pokemon Snap 18 Plus edition.
Sorry, Gardevoir talks about big releases.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Pokemon Snap. Like people are really hyped for it. I'm like a little excited, but like it's at the end of the day, it's not anything insane.
Truth.
True.
There we go. That's all my topics for the night.
Cool. Yeah, we hit the mark. We hit the hour mark. We gotta just fill it in with our own releases now. I have to check what mine is, so I don't fuck it up like I did last week. So I released my video on sexualizing streamers, and it did very well. So I'm going to attempt to upload something in a similar vein.
Yeah, dude, I saw that video. It did really well compared to like other stuff.
Like it.
Hold
I
on,
think
hold
it's
on.
good.
Let me see how many views you got on that one.
It's 500 so far, but
yeah, it was out of the view range that he usually pulls in.
It's above average for me, for sure.
I looked up this on YouTube. I just looked up Synchro Champ, and all I got was a thumbnail of van and like this huge field, and it says Synchro Champs. It makes me really go out of It's a white van in the middle of like a field with a forest, and like it looks like it's fall. It's very
Synchro Champs.
Oh jeez. But yeah, what I'm gonna follow it up with is
nice 530. Good job, man.
I bow, thank you, sir. But yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a video on politics on Twitch and try to really get people upset. It's gonna be very fun.
That's gonna be interesting coming from you because you're not a very political guy.
Nope. But that's the point, you know? It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be like, I hate politics and here's why. One, people complain about them all the time.
I can tell you right now that's not what it is.
But you could do that, or maybe if you want, you could do like a
it's just about like why, because people do this thing where they're like, fucking get politics off this platform. I'm like, no, but that's whatever. That's my point.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's what you got coming doing the pipeline?
Yep. Not the poop line, the pipeline, but yes.
Yo, and out of curiosity, where like I find that if I wanted to like
YouTube.com/secretchamp for that, and Twitter.com/secretchamp to know when it's live, and when I'm live on this channel, Twitch.tv/secretchamp. I don't know what this voice is.
Yo, that's super interesting, Bucky. I would love to see you try to compete with how awesome that sounded.
Wait, you want me to do like a voice or something?
No. I want you to like talk about what you got come down the poop line.
Oh, you want me to talk about what's coming down the poop line? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making a couple of that I want to do that involve Doom Eternal engine. Basically, I'm looking into how FPS influences certain aspects of Doom Eternal, from 30 FPS, 60 FPS to above 60 FPS. And I found some good findings that I can definitely put into a video altogether. A couple of the speedrunners within the community are very interested in seeing this video, so I'm definitely trying to take my time with this. But at the moment, yeah, doing something like that, analyzing Doom, some other videos I have in mind. Just got to find some time to it. I haven't uploaded in a week. But later on tonight, I am building a PC.
Pog, I'm gonna have to tune in for that. Wait, where can I watch that?
Oh, you can watch it all, Twitch.tv/Buckyo with an underscore.
An underscore. Spicy.
Underscore.
And where can I find that video you were talking about?
The video you can find on YouTube.
Oh, where on YouTube?
Hell if I know. Who am I? I don't know. I forgot.
If you post any updates, where could I like see those?
I don't know either. Probably on Twitter with the name Buckyo.
Yo, and just so I feel like a part of the team, I'm streaming every day on Twitch, 6 a.m. I've had a lot of personal stuff going on in my life as of late, which I talk about on stream. So I'm not going to get into it for the podcast. But yeah, we're just getting back into the swing of things and like gradually getting back into it. I've had like a throat injury for a little bit. It's been a really rough time. So I've been dealing with that, but just trying to get better, things like that. Recently hired a video editor. So one of my most like hated aspects of making videos is the editing, because I already edit for my main job.
Yeah.
So it takes up too much of my time. So I decided that if that's going to gatekeep me making like cool videos and stuff, I should hire somebody. So I did, which is hopefully going to hold me to making videos at least once a week and then going from there. So you can find me at Grayson E. James on everything. Twitter, Grayson E. James. Twitch, Grayson E. James. Facebook, Grayson E. James. And YouTube, Grayson E. James. thank you guys for tuning into the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
insist.
Thank you.
Young man, thank you.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Goodbye, podcast.
Goodbye.
Salute every time. This is my outro now. It's a salute.
I am saluting in real life.
I appreciate it. Okay. So that's officially wrapped, but I did not press the button yet. Bucky, when are you going live? Question.
I'm going live at 8 o'clock, so in about 40 minutes or so.
Okay, I think I might just leave and chat with my stream until you go live and then raid you. But we'll see.
Oh, you don't have to.
I want to.
Okay, if you want.
I don't know, I might raid you now, though. I don't want to sit here.
I don't even have any stream. I'm not only have my.
I know, but I'm gonna see what happens when I click this raid button.
You'll probably get like a notification.
2 viewers are raiding Buckio's stream. Let's go.
I'm not even streaming.
Well, you're getting raided anyway. I don't care.
You're just gonna go to my profile.
That's what I've done.